Alright, beautiful people. I'm not for make no noise. I'm not for jump for joy. I'm not for go on with myself. I'm just saying to you, good afternoon to you all. Big up all of the person who are subscriber. If you're not subscribed, it's never too late. Subscribe, click the notification bell. That's whenever I put up a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Guess what? I see report leak on Parliament now. Woke me yet. Me they telling you, big up the people them again when they on the live, big up the people them again while it's that pre-recording here. Me they telling you already. So the only two things Mark Golan can use to win this general election coming up was if Andrew Holness statutory declaration cannot be certified. Me they telling you already. I'm gonna repeat it. The only way Mark Golan had a chance of winning the general election was if Andrew Holness' statutory declaration could not be certified or there was really an illicit 6. Now, nationwide, break news this morning. Every PNP run up and down, jump over the wall, bank account and money. And them love Cliff Hughes, and them hug up Cliff Hughes, and them lift up Cliff Hughes. This evening, the same nationwide break news, $380,000 missing. It's not missing, mistake my make. $384,000 in question. Them in a 4 Scotiabank account separately. Them recommend the Prime Minister be charged for not declaring those money. And it was rejected by the who? By the who? By the higher prosecutors because there was not enough evidence. Based on my understanding, these money are the man father and the man mother account at one of him constituency office and then just add him name as a security. You understand me? And I like him a leak money around this and an enrichment at 384,000 in a 4 different accounts. Now I'm telling you, so I'm not listen to the blogger them. I'm not repeat what the blogger them say. So I'm going to make on listen to George Davis from Nationwide. The same Nationwide want to listen this morning and jump over the fence and say yes. Listen where George office say. The Prime Minister clear. No charge, no nothing, no criminal investigation. Mark Golan, nail in your coffin. Nail in your coffin.
And now to the details. 384,000 Jamaican dollars. That's the amount of money in the 4 bank accounts for which the Integrity Commission flagged Prime Minister Andrew Holness in probing his statutory declarations. The Commission has not certified the Prime Minister's declarations for 3 years. Nationwide News understands that the Commission's Director of Corruption Prosecution, Keisha Prince-Kameka, rejected a recommendation from the Director of Investigations, Kevon Stephenson, that the Prime Minister be charged for failing to declare the sums in a series of bank accounts. The accounts reportedly belonged to his parents and a former constituency office manager. High-level sources close to the Commission say Mrs. Prince-Kameka ruled that a viable case could not be mounted. This, as evidence to support the Prime Minister's explanation of omission, is greater than a suggestion by the investigators that he might have intentionally failed to declare the sums. George Davis has our story.
Our sources close to the Commission say on August 30 this year, its Director of Investigations, Kevon Stephenson, recommended that consideration be given to charging the Prime Minister for the monies located in 4 accounts at Scotiabank belonging to his father, mother, and a former constituency office manager. 2 of the accounts belong to his mother. 1 belongs to his father and the other to the former constituency office manager. At the time of the probe by the Integrity Commission, the first account for his mother held a balance of approximately 300,000 Jamaican dollars. The second account for his mother had a balance of 67,000 Jamaican dollars. His father's account had 11,000 Jamaican dollars, while his constituency office manager's account had $823. In total, the 4 accounts red flagged by the Commission held a balance of 384,000 $130. That's Jamaican dollars. The Prime Minister told the Commission he had no personal knowledge of the funds in the 4 accounts. He told the Commission that his name was added to the bank accounts as an emergency contact and he had no direct interaction or knowledge of monies in the accounts. The Director of Investigation recommended that Holness be charged by way of omission for making a false declaration to the Commission. But a few days later, on September 2 this year, the Director of Corruption Prosecution, Keisha Prince-Kameka, said no. She ruled that the Director of Investigations had not presented a strong enough case to support his recommendation for the Prime Minister to be charged. Prince-Kameka says while Holness had a duty to declare the sums, there was not enough evidence to support a criminal charge for intentionally omitting to do so. Prince-Kameka wrote, quote, "In light of the foregoing, there is insufficient evidence on file to establish that the Honourable Prime Minister, by way of omission, made a false statement in his statutory declarations for the period ending December 31, 2021, as it relates to the BNS savings accounts. Accordingly, no charges are to be laid." End quote. Our sources say the Director of Corruption Prosecution supported her finding with case law. Prince-Kameka said the Prime Minister's explanation for the omission appeared greater than any suggestion he intentionally did not include monies in the 4 accounts in his 2021 statutory declarations. Prince-Kameka reportedly wrote, quote, "In accordance with the principles outlined in Regina versus Jones and Wicker, therefore the prosecution would again be challenged to establish that the omission was intentional, as required for the knowingly element of the offence, in the face of even greater support for the explanation which has been provided." End quote. Prince-Kameka wrote that additionally, no evidence had been presented to contradict the Prime Minister's explanation in his response to the Commission or to suggest use of the accounts beyond the stated purpose. Our sources say the Integrity Commission's Director of Investigations had also raised concern with the Prime Minister's purchase of shares from a financial institution. However, no adverse recommendation or referral was made concerning that purchase, which the Prime Minister insists was above board. Nationwide sources say the Integrity Commission revealed in its report that prior to its recommendation concerning monies in the 4 accounts, it had hired an international forensics investigator to review the Prime Minister's financial affairs. We are told that the foreign-based investigator worked on those matters for about 6 months. It's understood the investigator reported to the Commission that he had found nothing untoward or illegal in the Prime Minister's financial affairs. The Prime Minister's 2021 declarations have so far not been certified by the Commission. It's believed that the Commission's probe into the 4 accounts, 2 belonging to his father, 1 belonging to his mother, and the other to his former constituency office manager, stood in the way of the certification. George Davis for Nationwide News.
Meanwhile, the Integrity Commission has submitted for tabling a 6-page witness statement to accompany the investigative report it sent to Parliament last Thursday. Nationwide News understands the witness statement is in relation to a recommendation made regarding the Prime Minister's declarations to the Commission. The IC says the witness statement is not meant to alter the findings, conclusions, or recommendations made in the original investigative report. The statement, which has been submitted as an addendum to the report, has been copied to the House Speaker Juliet Holness, Senate President Tom Tavares-Finson, and Clerk to the Houses of Parliament Colleen Lowe. Deputy Speaker of the House, Heroy Clark, is also copied on the new submission.
And the Integrity Commission has sent 2 additional reports to the Parliament for tabling. In a statement this afternoon, the Commission says investigative reports were formally received and signed for at the Parliament at 2:20. The hard copies of the reports were submitted in separate envelopes under cover of identical letters. They were addressed to the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Juliet Holness, Senate President Tom Tavares-Finson, and the Clerk to the Houses, Colleen Lowe. Unlike the previous reports relating to Prime Minister Andrew Holness's statutory declarations, the 2 today were not sent to Deputy Speaker Heroy Clark. The Commission says it anticipates that the investigation reports, which were submitted pursuant to and in conformance with Section 54 of the Commission Act, will be tabled in both Houses of Parliament as soon as is possible. Section 54(4) of the Integrity Commission Act provides that where the report from the Director of Investigation to the Commission has a recommendation under subsection 3, the Commission shall submit it to the Parliament for tabling.
The Electoral Office of Jamaica EOJ says it's set to accept nominations